Hey guys, welcome back to Clash with Barndo. You might see here a different account. I don't think I've shown this one before. This is my Ben Dover. He's going to be the Clan Mascot 2.0. So I should be able to work out getting 2 Inferno Towers and the couple of point defences and 1 air defence, and it's going to be cheaper than what the Clan Mascot is. But that's a thing that can be worked out later. What you see here, Aussie Addicts versus AUS War Clan, our first ever organised war, and pretty much wrapped up. It was fucking awesome. AUS War Clan's a clan run by Grunter. He used to be in Aussie Addicts for a little while, just came to say hello, learn a few things, all of that, and took it back to his clan, and they've been crashing along now. So the thing with AUS War Clan, they're just starting to get that confidence in their guys. And as you see, 85 to 84, 94.4% destruction. So we were 2.5% above them, and only the 1 star. So they 3-starred everything. They did use their 4 Town Hall 10 attacks. The split was 4 11s, 2 10s, 14 9s, and 10 8s. But they did use their 4 Town Hall 10 attacks for knocking off our Town Hall 9s. So they did see at the end of the war they had they did have leftover Town Hall 9 attacks. So I guess the biggest point and lesson that they would hopefully take away from it is to have a little bit more faith in their Town Hall 9s, and their Town Hall 9s attacked that little bit earlier. So then that way they're saving the Town Hall 10 attacks and having the chances at 2-starring and 3-starring and then getting percentage hits. It's all stuff that, as you learn your organised wars where it's even teams, you work out what to do. I do have a list because I want to make sure I get everything I can. We did get 1 3-star early on, and that was Dion knocking off there Timmy, and he did that quite easily. I will show that. It's one of the unfortunate things of taking a low Town Hall 10 to a war now, is that they are food for a Town Hall 11 pretty quick. So Dion's our second Town Hall 11, and he's got a level 15 Queen, so he knows his witches pretty well, and even his air attack. So that was that. We did end up using 1 hit down versus their number 8. Mervinator, he did actually take 5 attacks in the end. One of those was a Town Hall 8 open. But their number 11 and their number 27, they were also worth mentioning. You see their number 11 took 5 attacks. A little bit different because you've got Town Hall 8s opening bases, so you don't see as many attacks. Just had a phone call, I had to pause. I was looking at their number 27. He took 3 hits to get. So you do see, having Town Hall 8s, it's the first organised war in a while I've been in where we've had 8s and had to coordinate with that. For us, every war we have Town Hall 8s. So out of those, I think it was 6 Town Hall 8s were 1 shot. So that allows you a lot of free attacks to be able to go up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start with their number 11's attack on Judd. This was a first hit, 3-star. He didn't have huge heroes, but to me it was probably showcased one of their better attacks. They did have a lot of good attacks. I know Zooman, he 3-starred Barndo 82 straight away. He probably would have been familiar with the base, so it was kind of silly me taking that base. But you see here a Queen Walk, I think he had the 4 healers, and he started with the hurting on the minions straight away, and he's gone in with a Shattered Go Hog for the second part of the raid. Nice early use on a couple of hogs there. That's to get the clan castle at the same time, but hopefully get a couple of defences. Just missed that mortar. Touch late on his poison, so if he had a poison that, he might not have needed to have gone so early. It's just a good analysis of where to hit in this base. So he's got into that air defence. There's no more air defences up this side of the base. If the Queen had have gone left, I think might have been his aim, and he would have got the enemy queen, which was our queen, of course. But she's tracked right, and it's still good because she's going to get that second air defence. So this kind of walk with an air tail would have been awesome. Alright, so a good analysis of where to put his golems to start off with. Because of where he's breaking. Queen's pew-pewing away up top. So that jump, I'll just pause there. So that jump there, he's taken 4 wall breakers. In the end, he didn't need to take any wall breakers. He just could have done a 5-point jump around that wizard tower and dark elixir drill. So that's added a little bit of risk, extra calculation and all of that to it. And it wasn't entirely necessary because a 5-point jump would have got him into that back cell anyway. But I do like what he did here with adding these extra hogs to his kill squad. It's gotten those point defences out. It means his king stayed alive and his hogs have helped keep continuing to clear, and they're going to go and wreck out those defences cheaply, really. It's very, very cheap. First heal gets his golems, gets his king, gets his midfield hogs going. His queen's again still going. Didn't use either of his poisons. That's it. He's just absolutely smashed that base. I don't know whether he had intended on his queen walking right, but either way, if it had to walk left or right, he was set up to go. It was a good attack all round. So I know Grunts did ask me to show an attack or two. I'm just going to keep it at the one, but to me that was a brilliant attack with a low-level set of heroes as well. Keep in mind he's only got level 15 queen, king, and he's doing a walk against a base which is quite up there. We'll go to our attacks. Let's have a look at number 6. And this was Dion's attack versus Timmy. This had a Town Hall 8 open, and all that it showed was the clan castle and a couple of G-bombs and I think some skelly traps. So it didn't show a huge amount, but it was enough to be able to get Dion to go and wreck it. You see it's got those Town Hall 9 defences, nothing major. So possibly could have gotten this with a Town Hall 10 base, but we've chosen to use a big hitter on it early, get that 3-star, get that leg up and set us up for a good position. So it took him a little bit of fiddling to get that CC down. Obviously just the one poison, so he's not going to get the complete kill on the dragon, but it's definitely enough to soften it up. What was funny was his third golem went down there, and I think he was aiming for that barracks to keep them pushing through, but you have a look at the way it's padded off, and it's just got on the left side of that flank. He was lucky that one of these wall breakers did end up going over there as well, and got a bit of damage out of that wall. So just a simple go wee attack. Earthquake to get both the base and then the centre field open. Couple of giant bombs there. King's gone off nicely to the left. He's going to pop that ability of the Warden just to help his midfield and his King's Barbarians. They'll just smash it along. Always a good thing to be able to time those together if possible. Just makes you shell out a shitload of DPS. And as you see, this is where analysing a war is good. If you've got the room to be able to throw out a Town Hall 11 early, it means you're not wasting any 10s, and the 10s are then instead able to save for hit downs or be able to go for percentage hits later in a war. So good attack down. He did hit a 80-something% on his second attack as well versus usual suspect. There you go, 83%. Let's have a look now. I did show zoom out in my live replays. There's no point replaying that. I wanted to go to the attack on number 10 next. This was Rebex. This had a Town Hall 8 open, so it showed a little bit, which was good. And Rebex has gone in with a Queen Walk Shattered Go Hog. So she got the Queen early. She's used the Queen's ability, and what I like about that is it saved the rage. So I have shown this one on one of my live replays along the way, and I had intended on my Queen walking the direction Reb has gone, but my Queen did path left. So I sort of changed it on the fly, but she's done well with this. Nice early poison there. Right, so the kill squad down the bottom there with the king. Queen's bunkered in. She's going to start shooting in towards the middle, which worked well for her. Because I did think that she was going to want a wall breaker into that mortar that was up top there, but instead she's turned in by herself. So that's worked really well. One jump for the king squad. Still almost a full clan cast with Golem. Wizzies everywhere. King ripping it up. So you see the hog starting down the bottom. Nice healthy amount used. Those giant bombs inside that square there, yeah, I'm not entirely sure if that was a good spot. So you see that second heel come out. That's it, all over Red Rover. So excellent attack, Rebex. I did actually forget to have a look at how many people got 6 stars. I'm pretty sure Reb got 6. Where are we? So yeah, 6 stars for Rebex, 6 stars for Ginger, 6 stars for Dennis and Zul. So a lot of our core people just smashing them out. We'll have a look next at Ginger's attack on number 11. As the 5 healer Queen Charge Shattered Go Hog. Ginger's using those 5 healers a little bit more than 4. And it was a good attack. So he's chosen to go with the poison on the king rather than use a rage or push himself into a position where he would need a rage. And it's something I spoke about on one of my other wrap-ups. I think it was the last Organised War. Sometimes if you can analyse an attack and go, well, maybe I can use one of my poisons there, it might save me using a rage. So it's had to use the Queen's ability. Kill squad's coming in from the top with the king. And you see that jump's positioned him nicely, so he's not had to faff about with any wall breakers or anything like that. Nice Tesla farm just on that Queen there. Always a good surprise. And this is where you do notice with Ginger, the 5 healers sitting on that Queen now, it's a little bit excessive. He could use a few extra hogs. Good traction out of those golems though. And now, of course, you got that heel did cover the golems and the hogs. That's it, out come the clean-up whizzies. So good attack, Ginge, 6-star war as well. I did want to show number 13 next, and this was DTN. He's gone in with a stoned go hog. Couple of lower defences, but only really the archer towers by looking at it. Oh no, lower expo there too. Started with the herd of minions up top there. Even one down the bottom you can see. So golems to start. Out will come his wizards. He's taken in 2 jumps and 2 heals. Thing is, if you want a wall breaker through those, you need to use 3 per section. Then on top of that, you're going to have to use, obviously, 3 to get in the middle. So he's just chosen to take 2 jumps to make it that little bit simpler. Sometimes simplifying a raid just makes it so much easier and you smash them out. So you see that second jump there gets him into midfield, gets those golems into that Tesla farm. The Queen's behind, a couple of Wizzies behind. King's gone off. First double giant bomb's gone. Probably could have just adjusted that heel just slightly lower, and that would have got those 4 hogs hitting that cannon. Same thing with that heel, that probably could have been a touch to the right, but just a well orchestrated raid. Simple, plenty of cleanup on the outside, plenty of hogs left, heroes on full health. Good raid, DTN. We'll go number 14 next. This was Dennis with a Gola Loon on their number 14. Two golems, 5 wall breakers. So he's got a wall breaker in the first cell. This is what I'm talking about with those jumps. He's taken in 5 wall breakers and used a jump in the end where he possibly could have just got away with jumping straight off the bat. Saving that could have been an extra 2 giants, it could have been an extra 2 loons. Now he's got 2 golems sitting there tanking nicely for that queen. So he's going to get that second definite air defense. Still got golems. They're just splitting now, so they're golemites. Held onto his queen's ability. And started his air. You do see a nice surgical-like section on those loons to start off with. They will end up pulling up a fair bit. That queen ended up getting that 3rd air defense, so 3 air defenses for his kill squad at the start is just a huge return. You see the loons spread out along the bottom here. I think probably would have been better if he had to put some on that archer tower, and that would have taken the attention of that wizard tower, because there was 5 or 6 loons stacked up with that hound, and that's just caused a lot of them to get smashed by that wizard tower. But because he's done so well with his kill squad, he's absolutely smashed it. So good raid, Dennis. I think we had one of our other guys did try the Gola Loon on it first, so it gave him a good map. Next I'm going to show Zul's attack on 15, which is a cold-blooded go hog. You just see an absolute shitload of hogs. 33 hogs. 10 whizzies, lots of wall breakers and 4 heels. So it's good the Queen's walked out. He's not needed to take a jump. Lots of whizzies in there for the clan castle that's going to come out. And you just see him start his hogs. He spreads them out. Doesn't smash out too many per defence. Has a good spread. 2 poisons to go down for the skellies. That's the thing about having so many hogs as well, is it doesn't matter if a few die. Also means they don't overstack on defences, so if you lose them to a bit of bacon. So he's just annihilated this base. So great raids all. I want to show, where are we, number 20 as well. This was Cone's rehit on their lowest Town Hall 9, so fairly good looking design, and just with a little bit of chat about it. He knows there's 2 giant bombs down the bottom there, so he's used those 4 hogs. Unfortunately, the way they've split, they've not actually activated the bombs, but then a couple of loons as well. That's to get rid of that defence. That will now mean that the hogs aren't going to path anywhere near those giant bombs down the bottom. So he's gone in with a shattered go hog. No wall breakers. You see a use of 3 hogs at the start there. So they get those defences down nice and quick. Draw clan castle up top. And it's just saved a lot of health on those golems at the start. That queen, she's shooting straight into those golems at the start. But because he's got rid of those extra point defences, you saw hogs going at the top there as well. It's just meant that the golems that would now be shattered have stayed alive for long enough, and he's going to get extra cover for his low-level heroes. They started hogging from the top left. See a bit of a Tesla farm in there, so he gets a nice early heal. He has got a good portion of hogs in there. The thing with these low defence bases that I've found is that it's more about your strategy, making sure you're not getting bacon, you're not overcommitting your hogs, and you just use a couple things here and a couple things there. So you see his start where he picked out that bottom archer tower and the cannon for the use of 6 30 unit spaces. He's gotten rid of 2 defences, made sure his hogs aren't going to path onto that double set. Wasn't completely aware of where the other one was. Just a good overall raid from Cone. So he's our second lowest Town Hall 9. I think you see he's only got baby heroes. Who do I want to show next? I'm going to show a couple of Town Hall 8s. Obviously we had 10. So, you know, they play a major portion of this and getting these 1-star, one attacks. Always muddle that up. Thanos is one of Shine's accounts, and he loves his clan castle pecker. He'll take a poison for the clan castle, and then also rage the group. So that just helps him get through anything. You do see in wars as well, it's not always the dragon loon. So sometimes that poison on the fly is a better option. Got the enemy king, that's dead. At least one giant bomb, that's nice. There you go, so he sees there, that's the giant bomb set gone. This king's still on pretty good life, and his Pekka, that big bitch, she's still going. Almost on full health. We'll speed it up. Good second heal, that's covered a lot of defences. It's also going to get a little bit of a top up for his King and Pecker. And they start chasing those skellies. There's someone talking about a hound level 4 the other night. Wonder if that's just the rumour mill running. I don't know how I feel about that. So good raid from Thanos. Show one more. Actually, I've got 2 replays to show, but one's more for an idea. So this is Sneaky's attack. He's gone in with giants and hogs. I don't think he has access to columns, to be honest. I think he's similar to the Bando 83 account where he's just not bothered opening them. Same thing, Clan Castle Pecker. Good spread on those wall breakers just in case one gets shot or something. That poison wasn't getting that dragon by the looks of it, so that was a bit of a letdown. But he's hogged well. He'd be worried about the giant bombs at that stage. That was a beautiful split. Heaps of hogs left. Peck is still going. Oh, pretty lucky with that heal there. Pecker goes and deals with that last skelly. And that's it. All over Red Rover. Lots of our 8s had 6 stars, and then the ones that didn't were generally opening Town Hall 9s, 10s. I did just want to show there number 29, and this was Z4. He did 3-star, and it was a first hit, but he's gone in with the 2 lightnings. When you've got a set of air defences like that next to each other, even the way that blower was pointing, I personally would have just lightning both of those air defences under the Town Hall and come in from the top. So it is a bit of a flaw in a base build. If you do see it on your guys, it's worthwhile mentioning. Not the best thing to have because 3 lightnings will just knock them straight out. But that's a pretty good wrap up. I did try and get a couple of Town Hall 8s in there. Someone did ask for some more Town Hall 8 replays. So yeah, we did lose Rhett, who's given us service for a long time, but he's just a bit busy and doesn't get as much action, and he's not as active as some of our guys are needed to be. Overall, absolutely awesome war. Good fun to be a part of. Great work from Aussie War Clan, and maybe we'll organise another one down the track. As always, hope I've helped, and clash on.